surveillance transmission.
No, I'm not going to do it. I won't get involved in something like that. Joey, you already are
Hey,
involved.
Right,
Now,
I
stop.
need that.
Good to see you, Magnata. What's it been? 15 years? Just like the old days, huh? Me and Claire sharing a moment, butting in, wishing you were in my shoes.
Knock it off, Joey.
Yeah, before I knock it off for you. You must be out of your mind. Letting a convicted killer in here.
You set me up, you fucking psychopath.
You won't beat it this time.
I know you're the Ripper, you fuck. You're not pinning it on me.
That's enough.
Hey.
We don't even know that the Ripper is one of the web runners.
Nah, the Ripper's in his room. You could bet on it. You could bet your life on it.
I'll be too busy watching my back around you two.
You get off. You too.
I got a file on you too, Claire. This time nobody escapes. I'll see you fry for this, Joey.
I'll kill you, you fuck.
Hey, come here! Come on!
Do you know anything about a Jack the Ripper VR role-playing game?
Yeah, I remember that one. One of the first virtual multiplayer games. Wildly popular for about a year. Lousy performance, clunky graphics, but great gameplay.
No, it's a role-playing game, so people pretend to be Jack the Ripper?
You played Jack, or a police inspector, or one of the prostitutes he murdered. There were dozens of scenarios. A company called Warp Space designed it. It's funny, as successful as that game was, they just pulled it off the market, never re-released it. They archive a lot of this stuff at well-addressed Warp.
Seems strange.
Companies usually squeeze everything they can out of their successful titles. But Warp Space re-released everything except this one title. Something must have happened.
Did Falconetti ever play this Ripper game?
He was crazy for it. Big Jack the Ripper nut. In fact, I played it with him and his friends on one occasion.
Well, were two of them named Claire Burton and Vincent Magnata?
Doesn't ring a bell. But there were 8 of them playing the Ripper game all the time. Men and women. I only met them all in person once. Usually I just met their data angels in the Ripper game space. Everyone had C-space handles like Balfour and Victoria.
That's interesting.
I thought so.
Are you familiar with the Web Runners?
Whip Brothers? Yeah, I heard of them. Bunch of chicken shit kids. Think they stand for something, but waste their time playing games.
Did you know that Falconetti used to hang with them?
That's right. Yeah, that fits. Because he was quite a chicken shit himself back then.
How about a beer?
All right. Why don't you try this one? This one here's called Quixote. That's from Spain. Well, they say that Picasso drank 15 of these, fell headlong into his blue period on the house. Just nail the Ripper so that my customers can get drunk in public again.
What?
What?
Come on, don't tell me you're buying into this shit. You really think I'm the Ripper?
Looks pretty bad, though, doesn't it? Just you and Folly, you wearing his blood like it's aftershave? I mean, what do you expect me to think?
I don't know.
For a hunting man, you keep showing up a lot at the lodge, Quinlan.
Fuck, son of a bitch.
What are you doing?
Hurt my shoulder. Gotta throw every day or I lose the touch.
You know, Eddie, you're the most likely suspect.
You think so?
Well, it's either you, a cop, or a respected surgeon.
Looks bad, don't it?
You got the temperament
I'm a nasty guy.
and the expertise.
The knives. Don't forget the knives.
Yeah, looks pretty bad. How'd you hurt your shoulder?
What? I was playing with myself. What do you think? I was throwing knives, I threw it out of whack. Recurring injury. No big deal.
Oh, Doc, you look a little confused. What's the problem?
I don't know, there's something strange here with your friend's brain scans.
What do you mean?
Well, this is not right.
Was something wrong?
No, I don't think so, but it's just that we've been monitoring Catherine's brainwave activity every day since she was admitted. For the most part, it's been what you'd expect. But there's days when the brainwave activity radically spikes, displaying intense bursts of activity.
We've been rebuilding her personality. Shouldn't that increase her brain activity?
No, not like this. There's no pattern to the increased activity. You're welcome to have a look. Just use the keypad over there and punch in the date for any day since Catherine was admitted. The screen will display her brain activity for that day. You'll see what I'm talking about. Maybe you can tell me what's going on here.
What about Burton's secret lab?
Secret lab. I seem to remember something about that. There's a name. George Rhodes. Something about Penn Financial Bank on Prince Street.
Why didn't you tell me you were so close to the Ripper?
Because I wanted to scoop the great Jake Quinlan. I wanted to show the world I was just as good as he.
You were out to steal my story. Why, Cat? Dodds would have given you your own byline next time.
It's the story of the century. I wanted this one, Jake, and the Times is gonna give it to me.
You were gonna take my story to the Times. I can't fucking believe this! I thought we had something here. How were you attacked?
An anonymous source tipped me to the library to a book about Jack the Ripper. It was a trap. I picked up the book, and the next thing I knew I was in this city, this old, filthy city with cobblestones and hissing gaslights, and I heard horses.
Horses?
He attacked me. I saw him with a knife. God knows what he did to my mind. I escaped. Somehow I escaped.
Excuse me, sir. Are you George Rhodes? Miss Powell sent me.
Powell's dead. Who the hell are you?
Well, nice to meet you too, George. Only she's not dead. She's over at the Medicog doing a great impersonation. My name is Jake Quinlan. I'm her partner. She told me all about you.
Then you should know enough not to approach me. Go away. I put everything where it's supposed to be. Box 759.
Great. Good, good. You're every bit as efficient as she said you were. The only thing is, though, you see, she wrote the combination down for me, but I seem to have lost it.
Who are you? If you're really with Powell, then you'd know the combination.
Incoming surveillance transmission.
What the hell are you doing here? I told you. I'd stop by later.
I don't want you at my hospital anymore. Here's the disc of Quinlan's last interface with Powell. It's the last one I'm giving you.
That's police evidence. You give it to me as long as I tell you to.
If it's police evidence, why is it you don't want anyone to know about it?
Don't question my methods, Claire.
Like you're not questioning mine? I've heard you and Quinlan actually think I might be the Ripper.
Look, we both know one of the original web runners is the murderer. That's a pretty short list of suspects, and it's getting shorter.
As I recall, you did your share of web running.
You have an advantage over me, Claire. You know who did it. I've been cutting you some slack, but I run out of time. It's either you or your ex and Claire. I'm gonna nail one of you.
Maybe I should tell your captain about these tapes of Quinlan you've had me making on the sly. Let him decide which one of us is acting more suspicious. The thing cuts both ways, Magnata. There's a few other things I could tell him that he might find real interesting.
What did you see in him?
He was fun. Not a brooding psycho like you. As it turns out, he was a different sort of psycho. Look, I made a mistake marrying Joey, but that doesn't mean I regret leaving you. What do I have to do to be free of the two of you?
Kill us.
Invalid date. Invalid date. Invalid date.